Welcome to Squirrel Plays Some Crap. Today's game is brought to you by my Steam account. Go buy me shit. No, not my shit. It is go buy me, not my... I really hate you. Through. So, gonna... Oh yeah, the settings. Voice, music, sound, yeah, looks good. This looks also okay. Then just let me get into the chart. The 2020 chart. Okay, then I now have started my chat thing, and I will regularly check my chat thing, and if you suddenly hear screams, that is probably VG going into labor.
I don't think it will be that hard at the start. When it started screaming, you should call the ambulance.
Wee-oo. No. I mean, we all know it's going to happen soon-ish. Nelson Tethers.
Nelson Tethers, Department of Puzzle Research. Just arrived in Scoggins, Minnesota. There's a weird man staring at me. Some kind of thing going on at the local eraser factory. Locals report hearing whispers. Snow must be playing tricks on my eyes. For a second, I thought I saw...
Can Nelson see the unique details of the moon? Rotate the rings of the scope until each ring is locked in place and each column of symbols contains no duplicates. So I will leave this to you. I just put it all here at 12 o'clock, all of them, and 12, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, this one would be 9, 10. If you say 10 or 11 o'clock, it would be here. If you say
Then you need to go to the toilet.
Can Nelson see the unique details of the moon? Rotate the rings of the scope until each ring is locked in place and each column of symbol contains no duplicates. That is the rule. So I can rotate the things as much as I want, And the rules are simple, we just have to have no duplicates. Got it? Good. This is what I chose for our starting position. T, would you like to try to solve this? Oh, and if you know the solution, don't just post the solution. Say that you have the solution. So that, you know, we know you have the solution, but you don't spoil it for the others. Then, Key, would you want to try and solve it, or do you want to have Lexi solve it? I hate lemon iced tea. No buts. I'm going to make myself some sandwiches. This one. Move the outer ring and away. Correct. Why is there a hidden person on the moon? Is this a figment of Nelson's imagination?
Eraser Factory is back open, even though Foreman Isaac Dabner remains missing. The Bureau's marking this case officially closed.
Ingram?
Oh, hiya, Nelson. Thought you'd left for the night.
Talk to Agent Ingram.
How are things going in vegetable crimes?
Veggie crimes.
The guys in leafy greens are pretty busy, but you know how dull it is in roots and tubers. We haven't had a real case since the Taro murders back in '76.
What?
What I wouldn't give to see some field action like you did. Puzzle division. Wow!
Yeah.
Jim, puzzle division isn't that exciting.
Come on, Nelson. You were out of the office a whole week.
That
Are
took
you
1
looking
week.
through the Scoggins file?
I sure am. Oh, I hope you don't mind. It's just, I'm kind of a fan. You didn't just reopen some eraser factory. You completely cracked that case like it was some first-timer's letter substitution puzzle.
Yeah. Crack that case wide open.
Yes, of course. What is it with potatoes? Oh yeah, tubers.
So,
YouTubers.
what are you doing in my office?
Check it out. I just solved
Tubers.
the latest from Japanese puzzle master Hanji Monosaki. It's rated 4 dragons. Looks like you've got some competition in the puzzle-solving department.
Yeah, about that.
Can you solve this 4 in big fat quotation marks dragon puzzle designed by puzzle master Hanji Monosaki? What is the next number in the sequence? I will be busy preparing some sandwiches on the side while I let you do this. Should I do? Anyway, where are the knives? Lexi? Oh, and write it as soon as you got it, because as you got you think you have this illusion. Don't wait for me to tell you to do that. Well, it seems Key is enjoying my silly commentary. Anyway, I will now stand up because you are either slow or you forgot that you are supposed to solving these.
Und der große Sack?
Der leider auch. Den werde ich dann benutzen, um die Packung nachzufüllen, sobald sie leer ist. Und ja. Für solche wird es dann bitte schön morgen geben. Oder übermorgen, wann auch immer du zurückkommst. That one took almost 100. Yeah, it's a freaking clock. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. That was obvious. Well, it was too obvious, which is why, I mean, that is supposed to be a 4 Dragons puzzle, but then again, that is the first puzzle.
Nice try, Jim, but you see here.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Don't worry, you almost... Hey, Jim, if you like puzzles, maybe you could do me a huge favor. I'm gonna be taking some time off, and I've still got all these tapes from the Scoggins case.
You want me to log them into evidence? These tapes must have all the puzzles.
Thanks, Jim. And I'll probably be recording more notes while I'm away.
No problem. Just mail them back to me and I'll file them through vegetable crimes.
Thanks for the help, Jim.
And by the way,
Yeah, Nelson, have a good trip to wherever.
The Bureau's marking this case officially closed, but I can't leave it like this. The factory foreman is still missing, and there has to be some rational explanation for all the things I've seen. It's going to take all my vacation time, but I won't be able to relax until I've found Isaac Davner and gotten to the bottom of this case. The only way to do that is to go back to Scoggins, Minnesota.
and the hints that it was the time of the day were whatever, the gears in the background.
I'm finally back in Scoggins. The place is a lot quieter at night.
You don't say. Oh.
I don't see any of the familiar townspeople. I'm going to check into Valda's Inn and get a fresh start on the case in the morning.
Valda's Inn, run by Malfa Garrett. I personally love Scoggins.
Oh my, Mr. Agent Tethers.
OTP.
Good evening, Mrs. Garrett.
Oh dear. I mean, good evening, Agent Tethers. I didn't expect to see the FBI back here in town, not now that the eraser factory's back up and running.
This is just a personal trip. Has anyone heard from the factory foreman, Isaac Davner?
Oh, no.
It's a mirror,
no,
not a painting.
No,
I
I
think.
mean, I don't recall anyone with that name.
What? Hot dish!
I never did get to try your famous hot dish.
Ooh, well, have a seat and I can whip up. I mean, we're all out. No, sir, not a scrap of it anywhere. Can't make any hot dish for the guests just come in from the cold.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Oh.
Yeah.
OTP, by the way.
Yeah, you already said that.
It's true.
I suppose the factory's still running with no problems?
Oh, yeah. Our plant supplies the White House with all of its erasers, don't you know?
Yes, ma'am. It's a national treasure.
And you helped us get to the bottom of that nasty incident like a real town hero.
Well, it was no...
Which is why it's so unusual that you'd be back in town again.
Do you know where I can get some chewing gum?
Gum? Oh my, no. You won't find a stick of it anywhere in town. Not until spring at the earliest, and maybe not even then.
Why do you say that?
There have been rumblings in the town council trying to ban it within city limits.
But gum's the only thing that helps me concentrate.
Yeah, it's all part of the new Keep Scoggins Beautiful campaign. It's just a darn shame. You can see pieces stuck to walls and trees everywhere you look.
I'll be on the lookout for it. Could I get the same room I had last time?
Oh no, oh dear, this is terrible. We're completely booked up, I'm afraid. No vacancies.
No vacancies? In Scoggins?
Oh yeah, lots of, tourists. Here for the snow and, erasers. Look, you can see here for yourself.
Martha claims she has booked all of the rooms in the inn. Can you figure out room assignments that will satisfy everyone's requests and spare a room for Nelson to stay in? Okay, these are the rules. There are 6 rooms at the inn, 3 on each floor. The guests' requests are: Mr. Maxwell insisted he stay on the floor above Miss LaRue. Miss Dimpleton will not stay on the floor with more men than women. Mr. Pleasant and Mr. Carmen always get rooms on the same floor. Well, this is how it looks, so I will just leave you with rules while I get some more stuff to make sandwiches.
Okay, that is one lovely point. To my
On yours.
on my status post 1,500 watches. Nice job. You managed to get you without posting kids. Peter.
Very nice. What did I say about waiting? Ooh, mole free! Did you know that puzzle was mole free? Free of any of moles? It said it. It's it's vegetables. Of course.
It looks like there's a room available.
Well, isn't this embarrassing? That room is being, fumigated. Ghosts.
Ghosts.
Ghosts?
No, not ghosts. The other thing.
Bed bugs?
Oh, heavens, no. Of course it's not bed bugs. It's, painters.
The room is
Painter!
being fumigated for painters?
Don't be silly, Agent Tethers. I mean to say the room's being painted. I'm sorry, but you'll just have to look somewhere else.
But it's freezing, and this is the only hotel in...
Yeah, no vacancies. You'll just have to go outside.
Ooh. Ghosts? No, not ghosts. The other things.
I kind of miss the wooden gnome collection, Miss Garrett. Made the whole place seem creepier.
Key, did you reach my fanfics? And my mind.
Scoggins hasn't wasted any time making me feel unsettled and unwelcome. Tried to check into the hotel, only to be told there were no vacancies. Unless the town's become a tourist hotspot, the innkeeper is trying to hide something.
What's that?
Just heard something from the alley behind the hotel. The alley where I saw one of those creatures. I'm going to investigate.
Dun, dun.
Oh, it's just the door.
OTP.
The noises in the alley turned out to be nothing more sinister than a back door to a warm room for the night. There has to be a reason Mrs. Garrett doesn't want anyone to know I'm staying here. But that, is a mystery for tomorrow. Ah, a hidden people lamp. Just stare at me all night while I sleep. Comforting.
Help trace the sighting of a hidden people by arranging these photos in order.
Stop throwing knives around.
Nice. Nice, nice.
Careful.
Eckert. I've heard someone is messing with my fanfics. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Ow.
Don't do it yourself.
Well, that takes care of that one. For a second, I thought I saw someone on the street below. Probably just my imagination.
Woher mich? Oh.
Oh, it's late. There's plenty of time to investigate tomorrow morning.
After some hot dish.
Oh boy.
It's clear now that the mysteries of Scoggins go deeper than the incident at the eraser factory. And I'm convinced I made the right choice to come back. Assuming, of course, I make it through the night.
Stabby's out. Should I make a salami sandwich?
Huh?
Whatever you do, the food mustn't be on the couch.
No food on the couch. Zat on the couch of my lappy.
The toast as well as.
He's on my lappy.
And where's your baby?
We do not work with a transitive property in this house.
I don't give a shit. That goes away from the couch.
It's no good. Someone knows I'm in town because I've just received a note. Isaac Davner does not exist. I won't have any idea what that means until I've gotten enough information to solve the puzzle on the other side. My first priority tomorrow is to take this note into town and find out what these names have in common.
Ooh. Hi. Hey, it's Daryl. But where's Daryl?
Stupid flyers. Crash of a black moon.
Excuse me. Daryl, was it?
Hang on, I'm
Oh.
Hey, you're that FBI guy.
Special Agent Tethers, Puzzle Research Division.
Yeah, well, I've got a missing person case for you guys to solve.
The factory foreman?
That's old news. I'm talking about my brother Daryl.
Daryl?
Could you tell me more about your brother's disappearance?
We were out past Sesame Woods a couple of days ago. Daryl split off on his own because he said we were in Barrelope country.
Barrelope?
Oh, they're real. Don't doubt it.
And he was scared of them.
Scared? Nah, he went hunting for him. Haven't seen him since.
Okay. Ja, die hätte ich noch oben ändern.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Daryl?
He's allergic to walnuts. What do you want to know? Not much to it, Mr. FBI. He went missing out past Sesame Woods, and somebody needs to go look for him.
Daryl. A barrelope. Better than a jackalope.
Have you seen or heard from Isaac Davner since I left?
Who?
The foreman of the eraser factory. He went missing after the factory shut down.
Oh, yeah, him. Yeah, figures. People here go missing all the time.
Wait, what?
Do you know anything about the hidden people?
Great. My brother goes missing, and the FBI comes to ask me about forest gnomes.
You don't believe in them?
You should have come here earlier, when I was 4 years old, and listened to bedtime stories.
Where have you been putting up those flyers?
I've been getting permission first. It's legal.
Need any help?
Sure. Federal tax dollars should work.
The flyer bandit. Anyway, Daryl is passing out flyers in the neighborhood, but the flyer bandit is at large and will steal them. And we'll see them. Figure out where to place the stacks to ensure 50 flyers reach the end of the path. Ensure that exactly 50 flyers will make it to the other side of town. Each person will pick up one paper. At a fork in the road, half will take the left part. The bandit will steal the flyers from anyone who passes by him. The bandit is at one of the 3 locations marked with a question mark, but nobody knows which one. Anyway, you go, girls. And yes, erasers are the biggest deal. Okay, we have 2, 8, 10, 6, 30. 30, 52, 60, 62. Apparently. Yeah, they will steal them all from anyone who passes, but he is only at one of those 3 points. It is the same as with the fish riddle from yesterday, but with sharks. I mean with flyers. Okay. So ziemlich bewiesen, dass es heute passiert. Nämlich die hat sich schon seit der Ewigkeit nicht mehr gemeldet, oder? Then let it here, Lexi. That is if Kie is okay with that. The thing is, I said from left to right. Eight, 6, 24. I forgot to say swap meet. The key is to ensure the same number of flyers are distributed to each of the bandit zones. Then it doesn't matter which zone is attacked. The same number of flyers are delivered.
There you go. That should get everybody in town on the lookout for Daryl.
I doubt it in this town. People disappear all the time in Scoggins. Nobody even notices anymore.
There have been other missing people?
Plenty others. Even that researcher over at the campground had his buddy go missing just last week.
Wait, researcher?
Do you know where I could...
He's got a trailer at the Wallows campground. Name's Alfred, something or other. Have fun, Mr. FBI. Try looking for my brother while you're at it.
It sounds like Isaac Davner's just one of many missing people around Scoggins. The cases might all be related. I'm heading to the Wallows to ask a researcher there about his missing friend. And look for Daryl's brother, of course.
Finally, it has consequences. Campgrounds, there. Go to Sesame Woods.
That fire pit hasn't been used since the last thaw, assuming this place ever thaws.
That's a good conditional.
Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for a researcher.
You found one.
I'm Special Agent Tethers with the FBI Puzzle Research Division, Dr.
Versteckt. But that's my father's name. Call me Alfred. I'm doing anthropological research here in Scoggins. I'm a student of mankind.
If you know German, versteckt is hidden. Let's see if I can squish the sandwiches in there.
Don't make a mess over there.
I won't. That's why I have a box full of sandwiches.
Someone in town said your friend had gone missing?
Friend? Oh, yes, they must be talking about my graduate student.
Oh,
Will Meadow.
grad student.
Very bright young man. Disappeared, oh, when was that? 2 months ago?
2 months!
That was before the incident at the eraser factory. But no one mentioned it before.
Can't say I'm surprised. Local law enforcement was no help.
Yes, I've met the local law enforcement.
People here are more interested in puzzles than missing people.
Is there anything else you can tell me about this missing grad student, Will?
Now that I think about it, I wonder if spending time in Scoggins was starting to have an effect on him.
How do you mean?
He became unfocused. Talked about nightmares and whispers. I didn't think much of it at the time. He walked away in the middle of one of my discussions about the transformative power of myth and legend. I thought he was just bored, but I never saw him again.
Oh god. Professor to the core.
What is an anthropologist doing in Scoggins, Minnesota?
Same thing an anthropologist does anywhere else. I'm studying people.
The people of Scoggins? Is there enough to study?
Oh my, yes. The shared reality made by the people and their folklore. I've been here for years, and I've just barely scratched the surface. Don't you get the sense that this is a town on the cusp of something big? Their folklore, their fascination with puzzles. It's as if the energy of thought is being transformed into solving one of the great problems of our age.
Okay.
How long have you been here in Scoggins?
Well, let's see, about 15 years? I'm on my 8th government grant.
What? The fuck? I can hear beep boops in the background. Is that the Maya? Why does she beep boop? Boop beep up? Puppy?
Do you know anything about the missing factory foreman, Isaac Davner?
Ah, yes. Fascinating story, that. A real suburban myth in the making. To the people of Scoggins, he's the archetype of the martyr, a ritual sacrifice made as an attempt to assert control over capricious nature.
Wait a second. Davner is not a myth. He's a real person. I've met him.
Myths are real, Agent Tethers. We're all characters playing roles. The hero in quest for truth. The wise, mysterious sage who serves as his guide.
Wise. Right. You must know something about the local stories about gnomes?
The hidden people? Well, of course. They're the ones who brought me here in the first place. I'm studying the myth and worship of the hidden people.
Oh, then you've dealt with that cult, the Brotherhood of Scoggins.
Oh my, yes. Frightfully mad, all of them. Be careful, Agent Tethers. Their devotion to the hidden people makes them extremely driven and extremely dangerous.
Okay.
Thanks for your time, Alfred. If you hear any more about Isaac Davner or your missing friend, please let me
Comes
know.
my second favorite part in all of the games.
I've just spoken with a mild-mannered but extremely driven agent from the FBI. He was looking for information about the hidden people and the rash of disappearances in the area, including young Will's. Of course, if he's investigating a missing persons case, he'd best talk to Sheriff Bogg. The sheriff may not be helpful, but he is the one man in town with information about all the missing residents.
What he said.
Oh god. Well, the sheriff's station. Now I need the Salamat.
I'm finally desperate enough to visit Sheriff Boggs' office, but he's already working against me. A note on the door says, "Out to grab a bite." If I want any answers, I'll have to head to the Moose Ear Diner.
Or you could, you know, break and enter.
A note on the door says, out to grab a bite. If I want any answers, I'll have to head to the Moose Ear Diner.
Moosey. What are they? Yeah, that is actually a picture of me that VG drew. The one, that one. Moose Ear! It's a power grid! Between the 5 generators power, all devices using every available power outlet. Generators will evenly split power if used twice. Each device must be powered exactly to their power needs. It starts. It starts.
I don't know, he's just kicking already.
He's a kicking the tummy, eh? He's a cuter, eh?
I call racist.
It's a tummy tum tum tum, eh? Anyway, there are multiple solutions to that one. Just FYI. FYI. And a quick check. Who the frick is electrical skateboard? Button. And almost a lens button. Button. Okay. Now I'm decked in with foods. We should have left the snacks up in the car.
Huh?
We should have left the snacks up in the car. Would have been better. You have put them in the clinic bag?
Probably a copy to my other bag.
Yep, they do. That means if you split a tenner, it will be 5-5. No randomness, otherwise you couldn't solve it at all. What's it? Something did the sound. What was that sound? Please, God, Maya, if you want to chat in the Twitch channel. I don't have a sexy accent.
Yes, you
Not
can.
you two. You are all just so ridiculous. There is no way that my accent could be sexy in any kind of way. And
No, you don't have to think out. It's still talk like shit goes down.
yeah, but I think it is.
That's wrong.
Yeah, this will start soon. I will give us 1.5 hours max. Well, hello there, Maya, and welcome. Lexi, you have a sexy accent. I mean, it's already in your name. Language, sexy, Lexi. Boom! And that is why Klangan is Illuminati.
You should know from other actions, but
The 440 to the 15. And the 40. The 50 to the 40 and 30. Bye, just chill, you know, because chill. I don't know, we have it either. I don't go on Twitch. Twitch is for, well, I would say losers who don't have friends, but I think people who stream on Twitch, those are losers who definitely don't have any friends.
and then you just stream from Twitch.
I'm a GM. I already am a loser who doesn't have any friends. Non-toxic, approved, classified, accepted. A harem isn't friends. The biggest power demand is the computer's 45 units. That takes the 30 and 10 generators plus 5 from one 10 generator. The rest of the device can be attached in a number of ways using the remaining power nodes. Actually, there are multiple ways. Okay, you are my friends. Here, there, satisfied. You friendly friends who have friendship and shit. God. Now take a shot every time someone says the word friendship. Lexi, your mind is always in the gutter. I think your mind actually is the gutter. That is where all the other people go when they have dirty thoughts. It's Lexi's mind. Or other places, in my case.
Daryl's disappearance has got to be tied into all of this somehow.
My little pony, My Little Pony. Ah, My Little Pony. Discord. Sheriff Bog! Oh. Oh look! Chewing gum! Chewing gum! And weirdo.
Full distribution of weight between birds. 12 votes to title compensation circuit. The Whispers.
Oh. Hi, Steve.
You're that FBI agent. Grapples?
Tethers.
Grapples. You see, Maya is cool. Maya sings My Little Pony. Be cool too, Lexi. We're singing My Little Pony, and I'm going to make you a pony sona. Actually, I think I have somewhere on my computer my notes for a fanfic I intended to write. It spans multiple generations, includes atomic warfare, and yeah, it's pretty much the usual.
Have you seen Isaac Dabner around town?
Dabner, the old eraser factory foreman. Oh, nobody's seen him since the incident.
There seem to be a lot of missing persons cases around Scoggins.
Yeah, stuff happens.
Did you know any of the missing people?
I don't talk to a lot of people in town. Just here for business.
Business. Business.
What can you
Friendship
tell me
magic.
about the hidden people?
I'm not into that anymore. The market dropped out on gnome figurines.
No, I mean real ones.
Real hidden people? Are you trying to catch me saying something crazy? Is this entrapment?
Undertale cast versus My Little Pony cast. Who would win? Well, Cyrus. It's always Cyrus. Or Werewolf Queen.
Are you okay, Steve? You seem tense.
I'm not tense. Lots of people have trouble sleeping. It doesn't mean anything.
How long have you had trouble sleeping?
Since the eraser factory reopened. Why?
Just asking. How's business?
I'm not into tchotchke smuggling anymore, if that's what you're
Tchotchke?
asking.
No, I was just...
You can't prove anything.
Calm down.
Okay. It's that I just can't figure out this problem. Maybe you can help.
Transport the 4 animals across the river in as many trips as you need. Keep in mind the boat's weight limit and prevent the critters from eating each other. The bear will eat the wolf will eat the mongoose will eat the snake, and the snake will eat the bear. Somehow. Bear, mongoose, wolf, snake. Snake, it's a snake. I will be gone for just a few moments because I will have to upload. I need to recharge my phone. Why is it 2 partners and 1? Well, I will then cut the stream for a moment and I will redo it.